What is happening, guys? Mike here. Welcome back to the channel. Today I got a very exciting episode planned for you. Today we are going to be talking about Dauntless Modern Grooming, my brand, everything that's involved in the product line, all the specs, and again, all of that is going to be available today. So I wanted to just get you guys this video with all the information about the products in them. And no, this is not a review. I'm not reviewing my own stuff. I'm just introducing you to the products. There's not going to be any opinions from me on the products, you know, like we would have in a standard review. It's just going to be the specs and stuff like that, and I'll share some behind the scenes information on how things were developed. But let's talk about this brand, this product line, what's coming out today, all the good stuff that you guys want to know. So Dauntless Modern Grooming consists currently of 4 products. 4 products that took 3 years to make. A lot of trial and error, a lot of testers going in the garbage, and then we ended up with a lineup that I'm very proud of. The first product here that we're going to look at, let's talk here about, is the wax cream. I've gotten a lot of questions about the wax cream because it's, you know, it's a weird name, wax cream. It doesn't quite tell you exactly what is it. Is it a hair wax? Is it a cream pomade? What is this? And the answer to that is yes. This one in particular was actually a very weird one for me to make. About a year ago, I had what I thought was a lineup of final testers, and those actually didn't test very well at all, but I thought that they were good, which is why, you know, I think it's important that I had the testing team that I had, because if it was up to me, I would have released stuff a year ago and it probably wouldn't have gone over as well as I think these are going to go over, because I had that large testing group. And in regards to the wax cream specifically, what I wanted to do with this one was kind of create something like a styling wax, but I didn't want it to be as intense as some of the other ones that we've seen, you know, really dry, really sticky. And in doing so, that's where the creaminess kind of came in, because I noticed that every time I tried to take away some of that major tack and the major stickiness, the product just became creamier and creamier. And on one of the batches, I wrote on the label, I think something like wax cream thing. You know, I just wrote it out on the label just to, you know, tell everybody what it was. It didn't have a name yet. I just wrote wax cream thing on and sent it out. And surprisingly, it ended up being a big smash with the testers. But the wax cream is, you know, it's waxy, it's creamy, obviously, but it's really made for volume and versatility, and it's made for all hair types. Every single one of these products are made for all hair types, and it's lightweight, which I think actually makes it good for females as well. I think it's not just for men, it's also for women too. You know, if you have long hair and you just want to tame it a little bit, you can use a little bit of the wax cream and it'll throw it in there. But the official specs on this one here is a medium hold with natural shine. Now let me talk about that medium hold real quick. What I saw as a reviewer was a lot of brands over-promising the hold strength, and that's something we've talked about here in the past. They would say it's a firm or it's a heavy, and then I'd get it and I'd be like, well, this feels more like a medium to me, or the lighter end of medium. So what I did was the exact opposite. I put medium on here. I actually think the hold strength is a little higher, but I thought it would be better to undersell it a little bit and have you guys hopefully be pleasantly surprised. That way nobody picks this up and has false expectations. Hopefully they'll get it and their expectations will be blown out of the water. That's kind of the idea behind it. So keep that in mind as I go through the hold strengths. That's pretty much the mentality of what I did there. And then for the shine, it's not matte. I do have a matte product that we're going to talk about, and I wanted to kind of level out the playing field as far as shine goes. So we have a matte product, we have a natural product, and we have one with low shine. And as far as actually using this, the consistency on it is nice and creamy. You can feel some stickiness in there. I'm not sure, some will call it waxy per se. There is a lot of wax in the formula, and that gives it a nice stickiness and tackiness to it. And how I use it, you know, I use everything in dry hair anyway, so I do run a couple scoops through dry hair. And again, it's made for volume and versatility. So that's exactly what I see. That's exactly what the testers reported, and that's why it's being released. So I really hope you guys enjoy this one. That's pretty much all I'm going to say about the wax cream. I'm going to leave the rest up to the reviewers and up to you guys. I don't want to hype this. I don't want to promise you it's going to be the greatest. I'm just here to introduce them to you, but I really hope you guys enjoy the wax cream because I absolutely do, obviously. So let's talk now about the pomade. This one was a very interesting product to make. Partially because it was made, I think well, the matte paste was made last technically, but this one was one of the first ones I made and actually solidified, and it tested really well. And then I sprung a new formula on the group because I actually came about it almost by accident. The short of it was actually that I was talking to Rob Mason from More Smartly. We were discussing some brewing things and some of the things I do in my process to make products. And what he then told me was there's a specific ingredient. I don't want to share that ingredient with everybody, but there is a specific ingredient that he told me that he likes to elevate to higher levels than normal. And so I was kicking that around. I was kind of like, I wonder what would happen if I did that. And so I took that ingredient and I jacked it way up, not fully expecting anything to happen because here I am just kind of messing around. But what came out of it was just this silky, smooth, really nice holding, just kind of weird, soft consistency, one that I hadn't personally gotten before now. And I was like, did I just stumble upon this formula? Did this actually just happen? So I quickly boxed it up. I called it like Weirdo Batch or something like that. I sent it out to Mike Roger, who's a fantastic pomade tester, by the way. The guy's used so many different types of pomades, and he just provides really great feedback. I shot it out to him, and he messaged me back and was like, this is it. This is the one that you have to release. It's so great. I was really excited, especially because I kind of stumbled upon it by accident through the testing. But what we have here is the pomade, and it's of course made for styling, but it's also made for nourishment. And what I mean by that is I had the idea from the beginning that the pomade should style your hair really well, but it should also do a part to repair it while it's styling. So I have a lot of different things inside this formula as far as repairing agents, nourishing agents, healthy oils, things like that. I also have keratin in the formula. You guys may have remembered that from Phantasm, that we used that in that formula. That's pretty much it. That's the pomade. That's what we designed to do. That's what I think we have here. The pomade was one that was very cool. I'm still very proud of this formula right here. I think it's going to be great. I think some of you pomade lovers are really going to enjoy that. But next we have the one that was, oh my gosh, the most frustrating formula to produce, the matte paste. I actually had this one nailed down months ago, and then when I went to make it on a larger scale, it completely messed up. It had a little greasy shine to it there at the end, and I was like, I cannot release this. I cannot release a matte paste that has a little greasy shine to it. You know, I've seen that done in the past, and that never goes over well. And so literally at the last minute, I pulled it and was like, I am remaking this, and I spent an entire weekend making probably 15, 20 different batches until I found one that was completely different. It was very, very different as far as, you know, performance, the dryness, the texture, the hold. It was completely different than what I had seen in the past from the past testers. I shot it out to one tester, Primo Vasquez. This guy tested so many products for me, and what I specifically liked about him was that he would take them to the gym. He'd go to the gym, he'd work out, and then he'd message me, you know, this one didn't make it through the workout. I sweated and it came right out of my hair. This one did, but it had this, you know, and then we just kept going and kept going and kept going. And when he got this one, it had great hold for him. It had the texture, it had the volume that he was looking for, and it made it through the gym session. So I was like, yo, we must release this one. This has to be our matte paste. I was super excited. Officially speaking, again, I did label this one a medium. I do think it's a little bit more than that, but you know, hold strength is opened to so much interpretation. But again, I tried to lowball it a little bit. And of course, the matte finish. I wasn't going to release it unless it was a matte finish for me and everybody else. But that is the matte paste. I really hope you guys enjoy it. I'm obviously very proud of it, just like the rest of the products. I'm very proud of this line, very proud of what me and the testers were able to come up with here. But let's take a quick second and talk about the jars, because the jars themselves are something that I wanted to specifically point out. This is what the jars look like. You've seen them by now, but what I don't think somebody has done yet, you might see it in videos, but these jars, look how different they are. This is Phantasm right here, and then look how big my jars are compared to these. They're both 4 ounces, but look how big these jars are. But let's talk real quick now about the grooming oil. Now, this is one that's kind of funny for me personally because I've said a million times in the past that I've made my own tonic and hardly anybody picked up on. I know some of you are like, oh, I heard it. I kind of figured this was coming. Nobody's, I mean, and that's probably true. I mean, I guess I can give you the benefit of the doubt on that, but nobody said anything, which is why I kind of figured nobody knew. Nobody said anything. But this is the Dauntless Grooming Oil, and what this is it's a tonic, but it's a different take on a tonic. And what I mean by that is right now we have tonics that are, you know, for the hair, and we have beard oils that are for the beard. When I first sat down to make this, I actually consulted Templeton Tonics. Chris Templeton, when I made this, he took part in making this, and it came out really well. And what I told him was that I wanted something that's for everything. I didn't want two separate products for the hair and beard. I wanted one that went for the hair, the scalp, the beard, the face, hands, elbows, feet. I wanted an all-around grooming oil, and that's what we have here. You can put this stuff on anything. It's pretty much like Frank's Red Hot. Put it on whatever you want. It's not great on pizza. I'm going to tell you that right now. It's not, you know, it's not great on food. But it will fix up your dry hands, dry elbows, scaly feet, itchy, dry scalp. It'll make your hair feel soft. It'll make your beard feel soft. It's even got stuff in there that'll help with your complexion. I mean, it's great for the skin. It's good for children. And speaking of the oils, what are they? Apricot oil is one of them. It's a big one in there. It's really great oil, a really great healthy oil. Argan oil. I've seen so many tonics out there. I don't know why they're not using argan oil. There's a couple that are using argan, but I definitely had to use it. I love argan oil. It's great for the hair. It's great for the scalp. There's vitamin E in there. There's jojoba oil in there. Evening primrose oil, which is an oil I just love so much. And then there's a fragrance. And speaking of the fragrance, this is offered in 3 separate ones. We have what I call cloveless bay rum, and you can, for those that will order, the scent is designated by a sticker on the bottom. That's how, you know, because there's no place to put the scent, so we just put stickers on the bottom. And bay rum, cloveless bay rum, I call it. The second option is actually mostly for the ladies. I think men will like it too, though, and that's cucumber mint. It's not too minty. It's not too cucumbery. It's a nice blend of the two. It's, you know, just enough mint that you know it's there, but it's mostly smooth from the cucumber. It's very well blended. But the third option is our line scent, which is called Fearless. Our Fearless fragrance that was made by Tony Wynn of White Label Grooming, and it's a cologne scent. It's definitely a cologne scent, but it's not very intrusive. It's not super strong. It is kind of hard to describe. There's a bunch of notes in it. There's a million notes in it for sure, and I think it's very smooth, and for me it's just very fresh. It's very fresh. It's a cologne type scent. You can wear it, you can feel confident about wearing it. It doesn't clash with things, and the testing group really loved it, so we decided to make that the full line scent. And that scent, Fearless, actually comes in all the hair products. We don't offer multiple scents right now for the hair products. They're all made with the Fearless scent. The grooming oil though comes in 3 different scents, so that's all about that. I do believe that covers everything that I wanted to put out about the brand. Again, you're going to get all types of opinions and reviews that are going to be coming out sporadically. You know, some again might even be out right now, but the store itself, dauntlessgrooming.com, will be live and open to all of you guys 7 p.m. Oof, what a freeze frame. So sorry to interrupt. I wanted to quickly just tell you guys that we did plan to have an actual launch time, but when we turned the site on last night to test it out and make sure it was all working, some people started ordering stuff. They started ordering stuff right away, so we decided that we would just leave it on, not turn it back off, and have this big old launch time. So it is live right now. You can actually head over there, use your code, pick up your products. It's all live right now. I'm actually sitting here with Finn looking at the site right now.
Hi.
Finley is our director of quality control, and he will be packing up all the boxes, making sure they're perfect and ready to go.
I'm the director. I make sure all the boxes are perfect.
And let me tell you, he's very serious about his job. So head on over there right now. I'm going to unpause this video so we can finish this out. Thank you very much. And unpause. I really hope it's going to be a good launch, and I hope you guys enjoy the products. I really appreciate it. I do have a code for all of you to use on the lineup. It's 10% off. MMTV, that's going to be in the description. That's going to be a code that's never going to go away. I'll keep that on all the time for you guys, my subscribers. Speaking of subscribers, make sure you hit the button if you haven't already. Drop me a like on this one, and if you have any more questions about the brand or anything like that, throw it in the comment section. I will do my best to answer each and every one of you. And of course, I want to say thank you in advance for checking out both this video and the product line. Seriously, this is a dream come true for me, and you guys took a major part in making it happen. By just supporting the channel, you guys helped make this line happen. So thank you very much for that. Have a great weekend. Take it easy. I'll see you next time. Hey guys, so sorry, I forgot to mention one very important thing, and that's we have already partnered up with distributors and retailers both inside and outside the United States. Inside the US, we have the Lockhart's Apothecary, who is carrying the full lineup, and their inventory is at their shop ready to go at the same time our shop opens. We also have the Limitless Mercantile by Flagship Pomade Company. They also have their inventory as well. Their store with the Dauntless lineup is opening tomorrow. And as far as international distributors go, we have already both shipped and made arrangements with retailers in Canada, Thailand, Germany, Poland, Australia, and the UK. These retailers and more will be getting their inventory very soon, so look out on their social media sites for updates on when you can buy the Dauntless lineup from them.